Today's combat operations demand surveillance and targeting technology with optimum accuracy and maximum range. L3 WESCAM's MX series of EOIR imaging turrets deliver the most advanced solutions for your mission-critical needs. The MX series is smaller, lighter, and easier to install than competitive products. It delivers 20% greater resolution and leads the way with the longest identification range in total darkness. WESCAM's MX Geo Suite is the industry's most effective control suite, providing cutting-edge target location accuracy and maximum ease of use. Operator workload is reduced through automatic image focus and object tracking assistance. In any conflict, what you don't know can hurt you. WESCAM's MX series of imaging turrets capture precise visual information and transmit images and data in real time for immediate interpretation. WESCAM. See first, act first.
I've been to Iraq 3 times. I have interviewed families, many families, whose men were captured in very violent house raids and then ended up in prison. Some of those men, and some women as well, were tortured in those prisons. I've stood outside the gates of Abu Ghraib and tried to get permission to enter, to check the conditions. We never did, but we spoke with some of the men and the families who were there. This company, L3, I understand, has provided interrogation teams to the American military. That being the case, they are guilty of participating in war crimes. Torture is a war crime. I have also seen the devastation in Iraq, the destroyed schools, the water systems. I've talked to families whose family members died during the invasion and the occupation of that country. I've talked to family members where young children are dying because of cancers brought on by the depleted uranium that fills that country. This particular plant here, I understand, provides the optical sights for the guidance systems for the Predator drone. The Predator drone has fired missiles and killed innocent people in Pakistan and in the Middle East. These actions will only rebound on us. I know that people in the Middle East are filled with anger at the injustice and the suffering that they have suffered. We need to be honest and acknowledge that we have participated in the war on Iraq. This is an act of witness, a witness for all the Iraqis who have suffered because we have not cared enough about them. So I am here as a witness to their suffering. And I'm here to tell Canadians that we are contributing to the misery of other people through companies like this. It's important that we know that.
We want to have a dialogue, which is all we've wanted for the last 4 years. We've been here vigiling and protesting and trying to go onto the grounds for that dialogue, and they're refusing to speak with us. And we have an obligation under the Nuremberg principles that if we know crimes are taking place and we do nothing to stop those crimes, we're just as guilty. So we can't just silently sit here and let this war production continue. We need to have a dialogue on transforming this business.
Who specifically are you asking to speak to?
John Dene, who is the president, as well as the vice presidents here who are in charge of what's known as government procurement, which is a euphemism for war contracts.
And you sent them a letter?
We have sent them a letter saying that we are here. We sent them an outline of our international law concerns about how we don't want them to be charged. It's horrible to be charged with crimes against peace. And so what we want them to do is to get out of that business and to get into something which is socially useful.
So you willing to get arrested today?
Well, I'm willing to have a dialogue, and if that's the price we have to pay, just as Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement was told to move and he didn't move, that's something that we're willing to do.
Sword and shield down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna 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 study war no more. Gonna lay down those cruise missiles down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down those cruise missiles down by the riverside, down by the war no more. I ain't gonna study 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 war no more. I ain't gonna study